Close your eyes and I want to say, first of all, happy Sunday. This is a special Sunday to a lot of people. I'm sure everybody knows it's Easter Sunday. It has a lot of meaning to a lot of people. I'm going to take that, just try to take in that Christ consciousness. Whether you're not a Christian or not, you know of the story of Christ, that consciousness, that loving spirit. We'll try to invoke that throughout our day. And yeah, your eyes closed. Take a moment to take yourself to your happy place. Whether that's say it's in a beautiful forest, a nice beautiful beach, chilling on a mountaintop with the sun rising, or maybe it's your happy places in your home, on your bed. Just close your eyes, take yourself to that place. And while you're there, imagine the sun shining on your face. It's Sunday. Maybe the birds, maybe there's mist, maybe there's dew on the grass. Take a moment to feel all those things. Come in connection with your environment through your imagination, I should say. With your eyes closed. We'll slowly begin to take in the breath. Might be warm air, cool air, depending where you're at right now. Feel the air going into your nostrils, down the back of your throat, filling up the belly, expanding the chest, and slowly feeling the air coming out of your body as the stomach compresses, the lungs come in, the air comes up the throat, out the nostrils. Maybe feel a tickle on the top of your lip. And slowly take that air back in. Take a nice deep breath in the nose, the back of the throat, fill the belly. And then just let it all exhale out. Being conscious of that inhale and exhale. Slowing things down. You're in your happy place. Guided by that beautiful Christ consciousness, that loving heart. We'll take an inhale for 3, 2, and 1. And we'll hold it, filling the belly, filling the chest. 2 and 1. And release, bringing the belly button to the spine for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 3, 2, and 1. Continue to take this breath in as we have just been doing. You may choose to extend the breath or shorten the breath. It's all a matter of choice for you this morning. Just become connected with that breath, with the body. See how the two work it together. Relaxing the mind. You're in your happy space. Begin to balance the body, shoulders over the hips. The head is just resting gently above the shoulders. Slowly open your eyes. Take a deep inhale. We'll take the gaze up as our chest expands, rising to the sun. And then we exhale, we'll lower the back, creating a curve in the spine, holding onto the knees with the hands. Then we inhale, pulling the knees with our hands, lifting the chest high. And we'll exhale slowly, dropping into the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop into the back. Inhale, lift. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Creating that whisper in the back of the throat. Sound of a wave. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, drop into the spine. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale and drop into the spine. Inhale, we'll lift. We come into a neutral spine. Just resting the shoulders over the hips again. We'll take our hands on the sides of our legs right here. Actually, take the right hand up, and we'll just slowly reach over the side of the head. Fingertips gently touch the top of the left ear. We'll pull that ear to the right shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. Just stretching out the traps on the left side. Remember, come to your breath. You may want to drop the chin down to the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. Rolling the chin up, stretching out the front of the neck. And slowly let your hands release from the ear and let your head come back to normal. We'll take the left hand, we'll reach up. We'll gently let the fingertips drape on the top of the ear. We'll let the head fall to the left ear come into the left shoulder. Come into the breath. Feeling that stretch in the right side of the neck. Drop the chin down to the chest. Raising the chin up. We'll slowly release. Down the hands and come back to the knees. We'll walk the hands out in front of us, creating a nice fold over the legs, stretching out the lower back. Let the fingers pull you forward as they creep along. And begin to walk the hands to the right, left hand under the right, right over the left, until your chest is right over the right leg. Just bend forward. You can take the right hand to the side of the right hip, pressing into the floor, reaching the left hand forward, create a nice stretch. You can twist the body on the inhale. Exhale, release. We'll gently walk the hands back to the center of the mat. Coming back up to a neutral spine, sitting up. Take the hands to the sides of the hips and we'll lean back, lifting the legs out, stretch them long, bring them back in, left leg in front of the right. And we'll fold back over the legs. Gently we'll walk over to the left side, left hand, right hand to the left, left over the right, until our chin comes right over the knee. Begin to extend the right hand out as we take the left hand to the side of the left hip. Take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, take a nice little twist. Lifting the ribs underneath. We'll walk the hands right back over to center. We'll sit up in our cross-leg pose here. And we'll rock over, rolling over the knees, come into our tabletop pose. Begin to warm up the core. Do a little bird dog here. We'll extend the right arm out in front of us, long extension. And we'll lift the leg behind us, pressing that left heel into the wall behind us. Have a strong, stable position with the right arm, the left arm, left elbow over the wrist, left elbow over the shoulder. Just hold this position, flexing tight, warming up those core muscles. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, we'll crunch the elbow to knee. Reach out. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Exhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Bring the right hand back to the mat, left knee to the mat. Feel that strong table pose. Shoulders over the elbows, elbows over the wrists, fingers spread wide. Reach the left hand out in front of us, fingertips reaching. Lift the right leg slowly, heel reaching to the back. Come back to the breath. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Last one, exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Lower the hands back down to the mat. Take a little intuitive movements. You know, just moving the spine, wagging the tail. Little happy dog there. Take a peek over the right shoulder to the right foot. Left shoulder over the left foot. Rolling the spine a little bit, rolling the hips. Open up the shoulders. We begin to slow it down. We come to our first cat and cow pose. Strong foundation in your table pose. Hands pressing firmly into the floor, knees pressing firmly. Begin to drop the belly, stretching the abs. Roll the shoulder blades down the back of the spine as the head begins to lift up. On the exhale, curl the head under. Raise the spine up to the sky like a string is pulling you up. The gaze comes between the knees. Inhale, we drop the belly. Roll the shoulders back. Take the gaze out in front of you. Exhale, gaze between the knees. Come into your cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly. Straight. Gaze comes up last. And exhale, raise the spine up high. Pressing firmly into the mat. Take the gaze between the knees. Inhale, we drop the belly. Shoulder blades roll down the spine. Gaze comes up. Exhale, raise the spine. Take the gaze between the knees. Pressing firmly. And inhale, look up. Belly drops. And exhale, spine comes up high. Gaze comes between the knees. We'll come to a neutral spine. Neutral spine is just a flat belly. Holding that core supported. We'll slowly lower the shoulders and the chin between the wrists, between the hands. Hips still high. And we'll slowly begin to slide through. Replace the palms with the elbows. Placing the forearms flat on the mat. We come into our Sphinx pose. Now in a Sphinx pose, we're going to roll the shoulder blades down. But first of all, we want to make sure our toes are pressed firmly into the mat. An internal rotation in the thighs. This is to protect the lower back. So feel that first. Feel the toes pressing firmly. Shins lift off the mat. We're going to inhale with me. You're going to pull your chest through. Take your gaze slowly up, slightly up. The shoulder blades are going to come down the spine. Exhale, relax. And inhale, feel that dragging motion on the forearm as the heart pulls through. Gaze comes up. And exhale, relax. Last one, inhale, lift. Pull that heart through, toes pressing into the mat to protect the lower back. And exhale, relax. We're going to let the palms replace the elbows. A similar position. We're just changing the wrist and the palms to where the elbows were. We'll come to our low cobra. In the cobra pose, the same thing we did before. We're going to inhale, we're going to lift. Palms on the mat. Rolling the shoulder blades back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift with me. Same thing, feel those hands sliding back. Exhale, relax. Last one, inhale, lift. And exhale, relax it down. I'm going to do an upward dog. You may hear this many times in your classes. So an upward dog is the same motion as the cobra, but we're going to begin to lift the hips off the mat with the feet just connecting, pressing firmly into the palms as the front of the body comes up. Watch me as I inhale, I lift, I press, hips come up, straight arms, and then exhale, we'll lower down. One more time, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower down. Last one, we'll inhale, we'll lift, and we'll exhale, we'll lower down. We'll press our hands into the mat as our hips lift. Glutes come to the heels as the toes curl underneath the feet. We press back into our child's pose. From our child's pose, we have our fingertips spread, long, arms extended long, putting the weight on our fingertips, ideally on the thumb and the index. We'll begin to lift the knees. Lift the knees about 3 inches off the floor, pressing into those palms. Take a nice inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to launch back up into our plank. And we'll lower down slowly. Inhale, we'll lift. And then we'll lower down, curling the toes under, glutes to the heels, pressing back. We'll lift the knees off the mat again. Inhale, exhale, launch into your plank, and we'll hold it for 3. Lower down, 2, 1. Awesome. Lift up. Exhale, press back, toes curl under, glutes over the heels, lift the knees off the mat. And we'll slowly take those glutes up to the sky. Legs begin to straighten. Taking the weight into the legs, arms extending long, broad back. Be mindful and try not to crunch the shoulders up towards the ears. Try to take the shoulders down the back. We'll slowly begin to pedal out the feet, bending the right knee, straightening out the left, and bending the left knee, straightening out the right. Bend the left, bend the right, straighten the left. And bend the left, straighten the right. Let's bring our feet together and slowly let our heels go to the right. Create a nice little stretch on the left side of the ribs. There you go. Bend both knees. Nice. Come back to center. And then we'll let the heels drop to the left side. Bending the knees, stretching out the right ribs. The weight is in your left hand. Awesome. From here, come back to center. Take the feet hip width apart. We'll take the right leg up parallel to the floor. And we'll just pulse that leg for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. So we'll lift that right leg up a little higher. Then we'll come up on the toes of the left foot. Lift that right leg a little more higher. And slowly begin to lower that left heel to the mat by keeping that right leg high. Stretching out the back of that left quad. Feel that nice stretch in the back of the left knee. And we'll slowly lower that right leg back down to the mat. We'll lift the left foot up, parallel to the mat. We'll pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Begin to lift that left leg high. Coming up on the toes of the right foot, take it a little higher. And slowly begin to lower that right heel to the mat as that leg stays up nice and high. We'll lower that left foot to meet the right. We'll lift the right foot up high. And we'll come forward on our plank position, taking the right knee to the right tricep. Inhale, we'll press it back. Exhale, take the right knee to the left. Inhale, take it back to your down, one leg. Inhale, knee to the nose. Now hold that position. Bringing that foot up, right foot comes up. And then exhale, we'll press it back. Lower the right foot to meet the left. We'll take the left foot. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, we'll take the left knee to the left tricep. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, take the right knee to the left knee to right elbow. And exhale, press it back. Then we'll come to the middle, knee to nose. And press it on back. On both feet to the mat. We'll come forward into our plank. We'll slowly lower down for 5, for 4. Elbows tight to the ribs. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we lift the heart. Exhale, curl the toes, press the heels. And we'll stay in our child's pose for a moment. Forehead rest on the mat. You can take your knees to the outside of the mat. Toes together. Let the belly drop between the thighs. Come back to your breath. Come back to your happy place. Come back to that loving consciousness, that Christ consciousness. Loving ourselves today. The best thing we can do for anybody is to love ourselves and be the best that we can do. Be. With your hands extended long in front of you, slightly take your gaze up between the hands. And we'll slowly slide the chest up between the palms, coming into that low cobra pose. And exhale, we'll lower the heart, rolling the hands, rolling the knee, taking the glutes to the heels. Begin to lift the glutes back up into our downward dog. And from here, we'll slowly begin to walk the hands back. We'll come into a forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Allow the belly to rest on the thighs. We'll take our right hand right under our face, right underneath the face. Then forward fold. And we'll take our left hand up to the sky, bending the right knee, straightening the left leg. Nice stretch in that left hip. Nice deep twist. A nice deep inhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Taking the left hand under the face, bending both knees. And then we'll take the right hand up to the sky, bending the left with a nice inhale. Take the gaze up to the thumb. Inhale with me. Exhale, release, folding over the legs. We'll walk the hands right back out to our downward dog. Lift the right leg up high. We'll step it through. Bring the right foot between the hands, lowering the left knee to the floor. We'll rise up. Hands up high. We want our right knee over the right ankle, just protecting the knee here. Left knee is under the left hip. So a nice little square with the legs here. I'm gonna take that right hand up, right, and the left up. We'll take the right hand, grab the left wrist. We'll just rock it over to the right side of the body, stretching out the ribs. Open up those intercostals, then the toxins release. Reach a little further to the right. I'd like to take your gaze up. And release, come back up to the center. Frame the foot, the right foot, lowering the hands. Step back to your downward dog. We're gonna lift the left foot. Step through on the exhale. Again, knee over the ankle, hip over the knee. Gonna take both hands up high. Left hand grabs the right wrist. And just bend on over to the left side. Just opening up those ribs on the right side. A nice deep inhale. We'll release. Lowering the hands to frame the left foot. We'll step back to our downward dog. We'll lift the right leg up to the sky. We'll step it through one more time. Again, squaring the legs off. Knee over ankle. Hip over knee on the left. We'll take both hands up high on the inhale. Exhale, we'll take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Take the right hand to the top of the glute on the right side. And just come up and just have a nice little twist. Using that right hand to support the lower back. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, take the hands up. Exhale, we'll release, framing the foot, stepping back to our downward dog. We'll lift the left foot up. Exhale, step it through. Right knee comes to the mat. Left knee over right, left ankle. Right knee over right knee. Hands come up high. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. You can take that left hand to the glute, just to support. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, we twist. Inhale. And twist. Inhale, raise the hands up high. Exhale, frame the foot. Step feet back, hip width apart to your downward dog. Take a couple breaths here. Shake the head left to right, up and down. Weight falling into the heels. Hold our downward dog. One more breath. Take a nice deep inhale. Let it out through the mouth. When you inhale, we'll slowly walk the feet up to the front of the mat. Let the hands fall to the outside of the feet. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Begin to straighten the legs out slowly if you got it. Being gentle and kind to yourself. We'll slowly begin to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae using the strength of your quads and your stomach. Rolling up, head comes up last. Rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. As you come up to stand, let the shoulder blades roll down the spine. And relax, just shake it out. How's everybody doing? Take a moment to just feel that connection with your feet and the earth. Your feet are there to support you. So with your feet, we're gonna let our toes touch and maybe like 3 inches between the heels. We're gonna come to our mountain pose. We've gone over this before, but for some of you who are new with me today. So in your mountain pose, you're pressing firmly into the mat, or the earth is going to slowly come up, strong legs, lifting the kneecaps. When you get up to the tail, tuck the tail, not so you're popping it forward, but just bringing it underneath the spine. Belly comes in, shoulders expand, opening up the heart. Chin is neutral, parallel to the floor, mouth is relaxed. This is your strong mountain pose. And on the inhale, we'll take both hands up. And exhale, we'll let the arms come down to like a field goal as the heart raises up high, slight tilt to the chest. And exhale, release. Take a nice inhale. Exhale again, and the shoulders come down, elbows coming out wide. Exhale, release. Last one. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, raise. Now the hands lower down to the heart. Close your eyes. Come back to your breath. Come back to your happy place. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Lower your hands to your side, your strong mountain pose. Inhale, lift with me. And exhale, we'll slowly fold over, keeping the back strong and flat. Folding over. Externally rotate the thighs to protect the lower back like we did in our cobra pose as you come over in the fold. Bend the knees. Allow the belly to touch the thighs. We do a half lift. When on a half lift, we're going to press the hands into the shins, straightening out the legs, and creating like a number 7 with the body almost. This is your half fold here. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, release and fold over the legs. and roll it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Come all the way back up to stand into your mountain pose. When you inhale, we'll raise the hands up high. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, we'll do that half lift to number 7. Exhale, we'll fold. And from here, we'll step back to our plank. And we'll slowly lower it down for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, lift the heart to your upward dog. Hips come off the mat, pressing into the feet. Exhale, we'll lower it down. Toes curl under. Glutes come over the heels as we press up into our downward dog. We'll lift the right leg up high. We'll step it through. This time we'll do a low lunge. Create a longer stance. Beginning to flex that hip flexor on the left side. Pressing the hands into the right thigh. Feeling that dragging motion in the leg here. Stretching out that hip flexor. Take that left hand up. Create a nice long extension from the fingertips down the side of the body, down to the knee. Exhale, we'll take that left hand to the inside of the right foot. We'll take the right hand up to the sky, a nice little twist. Nice inhale. Exhale, release, framing the foot, stepping back to your downward dog. Inhale, we'll lift the left leg. Step it through. No lunge. Again, stretching the hip flexor on the right leg. Knee over the left ankle. Pressing the hands into the top of the left thigh. As the chest comes back, feeling a nice deep stretch in the hip flexor. Take the left hand up. Nice. Right hand up, sorry. Deeper stretch. Exhale, lower the right hand to the inside of the left foot. Take the left hand up. Exhale, release the hand to the mat. We'll step back to your downward dog. Move your downward dog for 3 breaths. Nice deep inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, we'll slowly walk the feet up between the hands again. Halfway lift, pressing the hands into the shins up to our number 7. Exhale, we'll fold. We'll slowly roll it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming into your mountain pose. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Legs are strong. Halfway lift, pressing the shins into the hands. Number 7, exhale, fold. Step back to your plank and lower down for 5, for 4, for 3, and 2, and 1. Feet come flat into the mat, toes press, lift the heart. Exhale, lower down, curling the toes under. Glutes to the heels, pressing into the palms, the fingertips, lifting the hips to your downward dog. Raise the right leg on the inhale. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. This time we'll just take the right hand up to the sky for a nice twist. Curl the toes of the left foot under as you bring that left knee off the mat. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, lower the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. Come into your downward dog. Inhale, lift the left foot. Exhale, step it through. Right knee to the mat. Low lunge. Right hand comes up. Left hand comes up, sorry. Inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Step it back to your downward dog. Inhale, lift the right foot. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. We'll come with both hands. We'll have our low lunge, knees connected to the floor. And we'll take a nice little twist to the right. So on the inhale, we'll take And then the exhale, we'll drop the right hand, swinging it behind us as the left hand comes out in front of us. So we're looking to the right side of the body. Arms extended wide, in our low lunge pose. On the inhale, we'll take both hands back up. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step it back to your downward dog. Inhale, lift the left foot. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Inhale, come up to. Exhale, allow that left arm to roll down. Taking the right arm in front of us, left arm behind us, twisting to the left. Inhale, both hands come up. Exhale, frame the foot. Step back to your downward dog. And take 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Slowly walking forward. Folding up the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands press into the shins. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, using the muscles of the quads and the core. Shoulder blades roll down the spine, head comes up last, strong mountain pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pressing the hands into the shins. Exhale, fold. Step back to your plank and lower for 3, for 2, for 1. Toes connect to the mat. Pull the heart through, press into the hands. Exhale, lower down. Knees connect. Take the glutes over the heels, toes curl under, press up into your downward dog. Inhale, lift the right foot. Exhale, step it through. This time we'll take a lunge, keeping that knee off the mat. Slowly begin to walk the hands up to the thigh. Inhale, we'll take the hands up. Strong, stable connection to the floor. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, lower that right arm as it comes around, reaching to the back. Left hand comes forward. Come to the breath. Pressing that left heel back creates a nice stable stance for you. Inhale, lift the right arm up, both hands come up. Exhale, frame the foot, step it back to your downward dog. Inhale, lift the left foot. Exhale, step it through. Come into that lunge. Right knee is lifted. Left right heel is pressing back as we slowly walk the hands up to the knee. Find your stance. Get your left knee over your left ankle. Strong stance. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, we'll lower the left. Let it roll back. Right arm comes forward. Come to the breath. Take a nice inhale, hands come up. Exhale, release, framing the foot, step it back to your downward dog. A nice deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Walk the feet slowly up to the front of the hands. Forward fold, halfway lift, pressing hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulder blades roll down the spine, head comes up last. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we'll fold. Press it into the shins, we'll half lift. Exhale, fold, step it back to your plank. And lower for 3, and 2. Elbows tight, and 1. Inhale, lift the heart. Pressing the feet into the mat. Hips come up. Exhale, lower down. Glutes to heels, toes curl under, and downward dog. Inhale, lift the right foot up. Exhale, step it through. This time we'll come right up to our crescent. Exhale, lower that right arm to the back of the mat. Left arm comes forward. Inhale, both hands come up. Crescent. Now this pose, when we go from here, we're gonna pivot the left heel to the mat, coming into our warrior stance. And then we'll allow the arms to fall right into our warrior two pose. Palms facing the floor. Right knee is over the right ankle. Knees in line with the toes. You see Ryan in his strong warrior pose. Strength, energy coming up from the outside of the feet. Awesome. And begin to just bounce those arms. Slow it down. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands to the floor, allowing the right hand to come on the outside of the right foot as if toe, come up on the toes of the left foot. And we'll step it back to our downward dog. Inhale, we'll lift the left leg. Step it through. Come up to your low crescent, straight on up. Exhale, take the left heel, let it rotate back. Reach forward with the right. Strong stance in the legs. Other side. Left arm, reach back. There you go. Inhale, both hands come up. Exhale, pivot that right heel to the mat, back into your warrior two pose. Awesome. So then knees right over the ankle, in line with the toes, just supporting the body, strong stance. Tuck the hips, tuck that pelvis in there a little bit, there you go. Looking like a ninja warrior. Bounce the hands. Just waking up those shoulders. Slow it down. And we begin to windmill the hands to the floor, framing the foot, coming up onto the toes of the right. Step it back to your downward dog. We'll take the knees to the outside of the mat, coming into your child's pose. Allow the forehead to rest on the mat. Come to the breath. Come back to that happy place. Taking your gaze between the thumbs, slowly slide the heart forward. Inhale, we'll lift. Exhale, we'll lower down, taking the glutes to the hips. Lifting the tail up to your downward dog. And slowly walking forward to the front of the mat. On our forward fold here, we'll slowly begin to walk the feet out a little bit with our toes on the edge of the outside of the mat. Going at a slight angle there. We'll have a nice little fold in a different position, feel a different stretch in the lower back. Then we'll slowly begin to lower those glutes down. Coming into our Malasana pose. Our elbows will be pressing against the knees, hands come to the heart, stretching out those hips. You take the right hand and connect it with the earth. Take that left hand up. Pressing that back of the tricep inside the knee. Nice deep stretch there. Bring the hands back to the heart. Extend the left hand to the earth. Right hand goes up high to the sky. Then we'll bring them back in. Allow the hands to connect to the earth. And walk the feet in slowly as we lift up. Come up on your toes. Toes touch in the middle. We'll slowly begin to bring the glutes to the heels as we lower down. Lower the heels to the mat, and then your bum will come to the mat. Ooh. I'm going to extend the legs out in front of us. Actually, we'll come into cobbler's pose, actually, bringing our soles of our feet together. Sitting up tall, our knees to fall to the side. Try not to think about the knees connecting with the floor, but the outside of the thighs as the hips open up. We'll extend that right leg out. Our left foot is going to come underneath, so the heel comes to the glute on the right side. And we'll take the right foot and we'll step it over the left knee. We'll take that left hand up to the sky as our right hand comes behind our right glute. And just take a nice little twist here. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, twist a little further. Coming back to the center. We'll release the legs. Coming back to our cobblers pose. We'll extend the left leg out in front of us, taking the right foot underneath, right heel to the left glute. We'll take the left foot on the outside of the right foot here. We'll take the left hand behind the left glute, reach the right hand up high. We'll drop it on the outside of the left knee, I'm sorry. Nice deep inhale, and exhale, we'll twist. Inhale, and exhale, and twist. Come to the front of the mat, allow the legs to extend out in front of you. Pulling that meat away from the glutes. Nice connection to the mat. Take our hands up high. And exhale, we'll fold over the legs just as much as you can. You may want to just grab the calves, the ankles. Some of you can go a little deeper, grabbing the soles of the feet. Try to be mindful to try to keep the belly touching the thighs. We don't want to curl our spines. We want to flatten our backs. It's almost like you're looking up. Chin is up. You're pulling the belly towards the thighs. Nice deep stretch in the lower back. Slowly on the inhale, we'll allow the fingers to drag as we come up back to a seated position. We'll bend the knees, bringing our soles of our feet connect with the mat. We'll do a little core work. And keep the hands on the sides of your hips as you lift your legs parallel to the mat with the knees bent, or you can raise the hands up to meet the side of the shins. Then we'll exhale, we'll lower down. Inhale, we'll lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower the body down to the mat. Bending our knees, all out. We'll take our feet are aligned with our hips with our knees bent. We'll take our right leg over the left leg so the right knee comes right behind the left knee. And we'll take the left hand on top of the right knee and allow the body just to fall to the right. I mean the left, sorry. Nice little twist there. Extending the right hand out to the side. Take the gaze over the right shoulder. And then we slowly release that. Raising the left knee up, dropping the right foot to the mat. We'll take the left leg over the right knee this time. We always keep the balance. We do as we do on the right, we do on the left. Allowing the knees to fall to the right side. Right hand on the outside of the left knee. Right arm is extended out to the side. Left hand is starting to the side. Take the gaze over the left shoulder. We'll take it back to center, lowering both soles to the floor. We'll take it to our bridge pose. We'll bring our glutes, bring your heels up to the glutes as your knees are bent. Knees are in line with the hips, feet are in line with the knees. Allow the arms to rest on the sides of you. Bring your heels as far back so your fingertips gently touch the back of them. So in our bridge pose, as we inhale, we're gonna lift the hips. We'll allow the arms, shoulder blades to roll under the back, triceps pressing into the mat as we interlock our hands right underneath our lower butt. We'll press into our feet as we lift our hips high, bringing the chest to the chin, opening up our hearts. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, release, allow the arms to roll out, slowly rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. On the inhale, we'll lift again. Hips come up, pressing firmly into those feet, keeping those thighs parallel, rolling the shoulder blades under the spine, under the back, triceps pressing to the mat, lifting the hips up high, chin to the chest. A slight burn in those thighs. Exhale, lower down, hands rolled out from underneath us. Rolling down right vertebrae by vertebrae. From here, we'll bring our knees to our chest. Pressing our hands into the mat, we'll slowly begin to lift the hips as our feet come over the head. Extending those arms, pressing them into the mat for support. And we'll slowly release, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae. As those legs come over the top of us. Spine connects with the floor, sacrum connects to the floor. Lower the legs to the mat for 5, for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. You'll hug that right knee to the chest. Squeeze in, roll the ankle a little bit. Flexing the left leg, actually. We'll bend the left leg, bringing the left foot connected to the mat. We'll begin to grab the right foot with the right hand on the outside of the right foot. Little half happy baby, bringing the right knee into the armpit here. Just pull that leg, that foot down so the knee, that action like you're trying to pull the knee to meet the floor. And when you feel you're in a good position, slowly begin to let that left leg straighten out. Nice. Release that right leg, extending it long. Begin to pull the left knee into the chest. Roll the ankles around a little bit. Circle the knee. Then that right leg, bring the sole of the right foot to the mat. As we reach out with the left hand, grab the outside of the left foot, bringing that left knee towards the left armpit. Again, take that same pulling down motion on the foot. So the knee comes into the armpit. And slowly begin to straighten the right leg out. May feel a lot different from the other side. This is why we try to balance both sides to get it all together. Now from here, we're going to bend that right knee back up and catch a full happy baby. Awesome. And you slowly begin to rock left and right on the spine. Just a nice little massage. Roll around the sacrum. Just like a little baby would do on Easter Sunday, knowing there's candy waiting for them. Awesome, guys. As you rock to the right, you may want to straighten out the right leg. As you rock over to the left, you want to straighten out the left. Just opening up those hamstrings. And slow it down. Releasing the hands, taking the feet up high. Heels pressing to the ceiling. We'll slowly lower the legs down. Once the heels connect to the mat, allow the feet to fall to the sides. Let your shoulders open up, your chest open up, palms raise up into the sky. We come into our relaxation pose. Eyes closed. Let the breath do as it does. I have no more control of that. We're near our end. Take a moment to be grateful and thankful for what you have accomplished in this little bit of time this morning. Again, this is Easter. We may not all be Christians, but we know who Christ is. So take that Christ consciousness with you, that loving heart, throughout your day. Just take a moment to thank the body. As the body feels heavy, just be mindful of the feet and all the work they've done for you today. Those calves, the knees, the hips, the belly, the muscles of the core, the organs, the ribs, how they expand and compress. The loving heart inside of those ribs that reaches out to the shoulders and lets that energy flow down the arms, to the biceps, the triceps, the forearms, the wrists, the fingers, and the fingertips. Up to your throat, allowing you to speak your truth. Relaxing the jaw, allowing a space between the lips. Up to the third eye, that consciousness. All of these things coming together for us to accomplish this one simple feat of just getting up in the morning and coming to our mats. Begin to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, and roll over to the right side of the body into your fetal position as we start this day anew. A new beginning. As I always say, what we bring to our mat from the night before, days before, we leave here on the mat. As we leave our mat, we start with a new mindset, a new love, new ambition, new goals, new conscious. With your eyes closed, using your left hand and press into the mat, come to your front of your mat in a cross-leg position. Allow the hands to come out to the sides with your palms raised to the sky as you take in all the energy that is presented to you this morning. A nice deep inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, take the hands up to the third eye. I recognize the spirit in you, and its divinity, and its love, and its Christ consciousness. To all the teachers before me, and all those that will come after, my heart is to you. Go in peace, love, and light. Namaste.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Thanks, Easter Bunny.
Yes, thanks for coming. Oh, thanks, guys. That was great.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Happy Easter. Hi, Dad. Thanks, guys.
Hey, bud.
Happy.
Bye, Nana. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Jesus Christ is risen. Let us be thankful and glad. Happy Easter.